Yeah. What it do? Yeah, it's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY back with another one of our Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am him, Junns the NBIC, giving all praise and glory to the heavenlies, for they are worthy to be what? To be praised. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to all you guys for your continuous support, leaving all that feedback, the positive, the negative, all things is respected and needed because it allows me to do what I do best, and that is to continue keeping my foot on you heathens, you Hebrews, and the newly installed. You hear me? The newly installed heathenites. Next round of applause for that. Yes, sir. Give me a second while I pour this water inside my spilled all over me. Okay. I bought a new tea bag. This joint is dirt, guys. Trash. But yeah. Let that marinate just for a little bit. You know, it's always a beautiful day. Today was a phenomenal day, great day. Had a nice workout. Went running with my daughter. Did a whole mile and change. My whiz was looking amazing today, immaculate. You heard? Um, what else took place? Oh, I did a live on IG, right? And on that live, I spoke about it. I started off talking about are we now obligated to question what comes out of the Bible? And then it led to, conversations, and then quotes got built up. And one of the quotes that came to me, and I'm going to share with you guys, which is the title of this live, it's we want gratification and not edification. We want to be gratified, but stay away from being edified. We don't want anything that's gonna put us in a position of correction, because we are living in a times now where, like the Bible says, doing good is bad and being bad is good. So we are in that space right now. Now that we are in this space, it's important that individuals like myself bring these things to the forefront, because our people don't understand what's causing our demise. And one of the quotes that I also spoke about was how religion and education are the two detrimental things that has ever happened to black people, or should I say black people that participated in these two things I just mentioned, is the reason why our community is the way that it is. Because a lot of you guys don't realize that we are being restructured. We are being reprogrammed. We are being turned into savages and not kings and queens, real ones, royalty. We're no longer in that space. And I had to pull up some scriptures, because these scriptures is something that is going to prove to you that there's nothing new under the sun. That even through the glorification, even through the witness of incredible works, we still are moving in a space where we rather receive gratification than edification. So let me pull up these scripts so you guys can see this one time for the one time. Hold on. Bear with me. Yeah, I don't want to change it and then mess it up. So This is Proverbs 21 verse 17. And this is not going to be a long live. This is going to be, in and out pause. You know what I'm saying? Something like I said, this is more of edification purposes, right? Because a lot of us is too caught up into the glorification. We want to be glorified, and you're not worth nothing glorious. If you're not walking in righteousness, there's nothing glorious that can be presented or come out of you. Okay? So in Proverbs 21:17 says, he that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man, and he that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. Let me read that again. He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that love wine and gold and oil, shall not be rich. Now, why did I bring this precept right here? The fact that we love pleasure so much, we love glorification so much, is part of the reason why you're poor. And when I say poor, I mean poor all across the board, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. We are poor all across the board, and it's because we desire pleasure. We want to be pleased. We want to be catered to. We moving and operating in a space of self-entitlement. We feel too entitled. And because of that, our community is poor. Our children's education is poor. Our people's IQ is poor. All of these things is showing how poor we are. And it's because the chase, like the pursuit of happiness, it's more like the pursuit of gratification. We want to be gratified out here, not knowing that you're not worth absolutely nothing. You are weak. We are weak as a people. And like I said on today's broadcast that's out now, when you finish watching this, please tune in, listen to that. The reason why the black man has no power here in America and soon to be all over the world is because we don't have no knowledge. We don't have knowledge about nothing. Now, I can't speak about other people in other countries or whatnot, but I can talk about the black men that I see today here in the United States, especially in New York City. Now, today's black man doesn't have nothing to bring to the table besides being emotionally, physically, spiritually weak. Lack of intelligence, IQ, the frequencies, everything is at its lowest. Now, the question that you got to ask yourself, how are we this low, and why are we acceptance to this low frequency energy just being at the bottom? Why are we so content? You know why? Because you're seeking pleasure. You want gratification. You want sympathy. You want appreciation. You want the other nations to accept you and love you and honor you. And I'm here to tell you that none of these things will happen until we restore order. Until we restore order. None of these things will happen when you stop seeking to be glorified. Stop seeking to be seen. Stop seeking to be heard and just do the necessary things. Like being a just man, loving your family, taking care of your children, being there for those that need your assistance, that needs your presence. These are the things that you should be focusing on. But because we're not focusing on that, because we're focusing on all the minute things, It's the reason why we're poor. It's the reason why we can't even get to the next door, the next level. For who? Not for you. There's so much things that I want to talk about, but I can't speak about it because I'm on these people's platform. But the glorification over the edification is the reason why we're suffering. Too much glorifying, too much self-entitlement. Proverbs has told you. Matter of fact, let me pull up another one. Let me show you Exodus. Now you remember the golden calf? I'm sure you guys remember this story. But I want to show I want to read it so you guys can get an understanding that even through the miracles that our forefathers, ancestors, whatever you want to call them, witness, it still wasn't enough. We still didn't want to be edified. We wanted to be glorified. We wanted something to give glory to. Similar to what we see now. You see black people dying to give glory to a celebrity, dying to get close to a celebrity, idolizing bare mortals with low IQ and super low frequency, drugged all the time. These are who we want to give our time to and glorify them. And I'm going to show you in Exodus chapter 32, verse 1. Let's read. It says, and when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, up, make us gods. You see this? You see this? Do you see this? Now here is the Isis Ra-Els telling you, make us gods. Because like I told you before, monotheism is European. It is not of African culture. And being in Egypt for a long period of time, guess what their education was being taught? Oh, let me throw this out there too. Moses, who they tell you was a Levi, his education came from the foundation of Egyptian. Jesus, your savior, when they ran off into Egypt, they was there for how long? 7 years. So in 7 years, that child had to learn what? Egypt studies, Egypt ideology. See, we're going to uncover it all. I told you. We're going to uncover it all. And before we leave this earth, we will get the truth. And if it has to be me and I got to dig and I got to find my way to the Vatican and make my way down there, it will happen. Everything is done in decency and order. But you guys don't pay attention to the story because a lot of you guys are still in the foundation of religion. I told you guys once, I told you guys twice. I have removed myself from religion. Repent or Die podcast is not standing on religion. We stand on purified righteousness. Let me say that again. We standing on purified righteousness. And if it's not righteous, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear no stories. I don't want to hear the hopes. I don't want to hear none of that. All of that is minute. It's irrelevant. It hasn't done nothing. It's not going to do nothing. The only way the world is going to get back to order is when we, the children of the creators, repent. Change their ways, denounce the religion, denounce their education, denounce their phones, denounce their women, denounce their lifestyle, denounce their diet. When we denounce all those things I've just mentioned, I promise you that will be the first step into healing. Now, the healing is not going to come overnight, but that would be the first step. Let's get to it. Make us gods, we shall go before us. For this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we what not what is become of him. And Aaron said unto them, break off the golden earrings which is on the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. So this is just an FYI. Men always wore jewelry. Earrings always wore it. So for those that say, oh, wearing earrings is gay and this, that. No. What's being gay is being gay. Okay? What I put on my body doesn't determine my sexual preference. I will forever love a vagina as long as I live. But I got 2 holes in my ears. I got some studs too. Okay? I just don't wear it because, them things is too heavy on my ear. You see how small my earlobes is? But anyway, let us continue. Verse 3 says, and all the people break off the golden earrings which were in their ears and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hands and fashioned it with a graven tool. After he made it a molten calf, and they said, this be thy gods. GODS. I know. We left Egypt with the understanding of the creators. They're not going to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to feed you this truth. Whether you like it or not, you're going to eat this food, or you're not going to get off that dinner table until you finish eating your meal. You understand me? You understand? Stop playing. Okay? After he made it a molten calf, and they said, these be thy God. Now, when you watch the story of what these people done when they come into the story of the Exodus, you will see that it's only one golden calf. And what you can read right here, it says what? Graven tool, and he made it a molten calf, and they said, these be the gods. So they try to corrupt your mind and say it was one, but they know that these be the God. Okay? Or Akobi. Or if you want to leave it, if you want to call it what it is. Or Isis, Ra-El, or illiterates. Okay? Which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it, and Aaron made a proclamation and said, tomorrow is a feast to the Lord. The reason why I'm saying the Lord, because you can't associate a righteous, holy name with a wicked situation. That's calling the Creator's name in vain. That's a commandment breaker right there. Don't worry, I'm gonna edify you. A lot of you guys need true understanding. This is why I'm here. Let's continue. Verse 6 says, and they rose up early on the morrow and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat, to drink, and rose up to play. Now, hold on, let me get a sip of this. Now, as you guys can see, these are rituals and practices that Black people was doing already before any mention of a tablet, any mention of laws. Yes, they had the what you call the Noetic laws. Yes, the Noetic laws is still being practiced today in the land. Okay. And I'm just telling you based on research. Don't hurt the messenger. You guys take it upon yourself to do this homework. Okay? The 10 Commandments was stolen, and I repeat, was stolen from the Egyptian tablets of the 42 laws. I don't know if it's the Noetic law, but it's a 42 laws. I got it somewhere in my phone. But when you read it, it goes hand in hand. Hand in hand. Now, people's gonna say, yo, bro, you doing too much. Now ask yourself a question. Why would then the creators tell Moses to go all the way up top for 40 days to write down laws that brothers and sisters already knew? And I'm talking about the so-called 10 Commandments, because we know it wasn't 10. So why would Moses has to go out for 40 days to write that down? I'm just posing these questions, people, because we need the answers. And like I told you guys before, the Biblos, the Bible, because of the plagiarism and hijack, the Bible is not the end all be all. And if you was played before, you will be played again if you don't study, my friend. Okay? This is the golden calf. They're giving praises to many gods because monotheism is not of African descent. I repeat, monotheism is not of African descent. Okay, it became one with the African people when Africa got colonized. Excuse me. When the colonial people came along and they colonized that whole entire continent, this is where monotheism was being practiced. This is where the name of the creators, Sunini Nanini, was being suppressed or being repackaged to infuse Christianity or Judaism within the words, and they made you believe that everything that goes with it comes strictly out of the Bible. I'm telling you, people, that this why I'm on fire right now. I'm telling you, people. I'm telling you, everything that we have been told has been a complete lie. All of it. Not one, not two, not three. All of it. All across the board, we have been lied to. And it is not your fault. You are a slave. The word said, the word specifically stated that no man shall redeem you. No man. No man. What's happening right now is the awakening of the third temple because of the connection to the universe, because of the age of technology, because the IQ of you guys have not dropped down dramatically. Some of us still carry the cognitive. You still know about common sense. These are the reasons why you are the remaining people to uphold righteousness on this wicked world. You have been chosen to do that. Do it accordingly. And if you don't understand certain things, it's probably wasn't meant for you to understand at the time. But I just want you to understand that monotheism came with these Europeans. This father talk. Matter of fact, let me show you. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Watch this. Matter of fact, let me pull this up. Hold on. 32 and 6. Let's go check that out. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, look. Right here on verse 6. Now, just a FYI that what you guys are reading this is the writings of Moses, or a person that's writing for the book of Moses, because the oldest biblical text that's older than the book of Genesis is the book of Job. Yeah. And the last chapter in the Bible, the last written chapter in the Bible was not the book of Revelations. It was the book of Jude. Yeah. Yeah. I know. But anyway, so as you can see, the mention of the word Father, do ye thus require the Creator, O foolish people and unwise? Is not he thy father that had bought thee, that had not made thee and established thee? Okay. Now, the same way they interjected the word or the name Lord is the same way they interjected the name Father. Because as you can see, this is the only verse in Genesis, in Deuteronomy chapter 32, that speaks on this name being, speaks of the Creator being a father. So after Moses was gone, that means David never did it, Solomon never did it, Nehemiah never did it, Isaiah never did it, Amos never did it. None of these people ever done it. But we are not understanding that these people are hijacking, and they said it out their mouth that we will teach these so-called slaves a brand new English, a brand new religion, a brand new doctrine, that they will embrace it and totally forget about their lineage and who they are. Hence, to the things that I've been saying, the two detrimental things that ever happened to black people was the involvement in religion and education. When we got involved into these things, this is when you see the demise and the corruption of our people. Just look at it. Bring your child to school. Bring your child to school for the very first time and wait for your child to come home and tell me how your child is. Yeah, I know. But anyway, I digress. Where was I? Exodus 32. Exodus 32. But just reading the book of Exodus, it just lets you know that even in the days of old, we was always off wax. Everything that we're doing is off wax. And all I'm asking you guys is to study and stop allowing the writings of the enemy dictate what's truth and what's not. I'm not going to argue with my brothers that's bringing reference points from writings of Europeans. I can't argue with that because I know what they're capable of. And I know what the Bible was being used for. The Bible was not really being used to give brothers and sisters redemption. The Bible was being used to do what? To neutralize. You hear me? Keyword, to neutralize and civilize victims of war, a war that you are still in, a war that will never stop, a war that will remain in place until we get put back into our rightful place. Forever happen. Okay? We was neutralized through these things. And it has neutralized us. Now here we are, neutralized individuals. We don't even want solutions to the neutralization. No, we want to be left alone. We want to be fed religion. We want to be in this truth, claiming to stand on truth, but yet the foundation is of a religion. Christianity is a religion. Islam, Judaism is a religion. It is not the way of life. And you cannot associate the way of life by people who wrote the book that didn't have no lives. Shout out to all the brothers and sisters that's out there doing the works. I appreciate that. I love you. But in all reality, in all fairness, the intels and the stuff that we're retrieving is not enough. And not only is it not enough, the founding ideologies that perceive the minds of our people is always falling back from a foundation of religion. So what are we? Are we righteous people or religious people? Because if you show me a man with a Bible, I can tell you if he's righteous or very religious. Because being righteous is far different than being religious. Maybe I need to do a summer conversation. If you guys want me to do a summer conversation, please comment. Say, yeah, Junns, throw that out there. Maybe I need to do that. Because a lot of us are misunderstanding what's being said. Just like a lot of our people don't understand that we don't have spirits. We don't dwell in the spirit. There's no spirit that came upon me. Oh, you got to be in the spirit. Oh, there's no spirit, people. That is of pagan, Luciferian, okay, fallen rituals, children of the fallen, the Nephilim seeds and their offsprings. They are the ones that are in the spirit. Why you think the churches is always telling you to be in the spirit? It's a reason. Through the spirit comes with what? Fasting and prayer. Why they want you to fast and pray? Because when you pray, you're summoning spirits to dwell upon you. You're being preyed upon. You know, when a lion is preying on his animals, that's what's being done to you. Don't overanalyze it and say, oh, that's just the American ideology. No. That's just what it is. Yes. Now, all of that. Maybe I need to do something with that too. Why you think they tell you? Why you think everything that we do, we do it with soul? See, these people we know who we are. It's years of indoctrination going through their religions and churches. We are falling subject to their teachings. How can we read the book of Enoch? I read the book of Enoch, and the word says that because of the disobedience of you fallen angels, you will bear forth children, and they will die and will not be able to go anywhere because they was not created of the Creator. And just reading that, they said you should be evil spirits. So now here's the foundation of spirits being put on the earth But you guys are forgetting that these people plagiarize and put certain things in there for us to believe. Oh, look, man, Enoch was in the spirit. Jesus was in the spirit. These are interjections, man. These dudes was tapping in. Jesus was fasting. He wasn't fasting and praying. He was fasting and meditating. He was in his zone. He was tapping in into the 10th dimension, the 12th dimension. He was tapping in. And because they put prayer, when you put prayer, that's how the devil gets close to you. When you pray, and then he'll come to you and he'll answer your prayers like a genie. Come on, my niggas. Stop. We went from praise to prayer. Come on, people, stop. The creators require praise, not prayer. Prayer is of the Europeans, of the fallen, because that's what they do. These are rituals. They pray. They get on their knees and pray. Key word, getting on your knees and pray. Come on, people. Why they need you on your knees? I told you this before. You know why they want you on your knees? Because when you are on your knees, you go down to the serpent. Let me pull that up. Why not? Let me pull that up. Why not? Where was we? Let me pull that up. Okay. Okay. Verse 14. And the Creator said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle and above every beast on the field. Upon thy belly shall thou go, and the dust shall thou eat all the days of your life. So the beast is upon thy belly on the floor. So when they tell you get on your knees and pray, remember when you see a snake, like a rattlesnake, you see they stand up. But when you're praying, you're beneath them. Come on, people. When you get on your knees and pray, you're beneath them. And they tell you to close your hands. How are you closing your hands when you have electromagnetics in your hands that's connected with the earth? If you think when I'm lying is not true, take your hands in the sun tomorrow when the sun is beaming. Take your hands and just put it like this into the sun and just leave it there. Watch what happens. I give you another secret. Put your hands up and then put your hand and take your other hand and put it on a tree. Watch what happens. I can't keep, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, common sense has been removed from the ideologies of the minds of the people. We are in a space where we believe what we want to believe. It's not no time for that. Black people can't believe what they want to believe. Your days of believing what you wanted to believe is long gone, boo boo. When I see that we lead the categories and everything, STDs, single parent households, broken lack of marriages, divorce, when I see that we leaving the categories, disease, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing. It's no longer is what I believe, because what you believe has failed you, has failed us. It's either we're going to stand on facts, we're going to stand on common sense, or we just not going to stand at all. And that's where we need to be as individuals. We're trying to stand. But how are you standing when you are standing on a milk crate that was given unto you by the enemy? Come on now, stop. The enemy would never give you anything to redeem you. The word tells you that. And the only reason why we're using the word is because it's the only thing available to the slaves when you read it on your own to guide you to a path of righteousness, to point the fingers that the Holy Land is Africa. Speaking of that, I gotta show you something. Hold on, let me pull this up. Let me see if I still got it. I want to show you guys something. Hold on. I got it. I don't want to go. When I find that joint, I meant to save it. It's not that far back. Something is up. Hold on. Something is up. Let me see if it's on the download. Now, a lot of you guys know that I did the hold on. Damn. I really can't find it. It was a map too, man. Damn. Can't find that junk. Sorry, guys. Are we getting closer to find that? It's a map that I wanted you guys to see. Saved on my phone. I think it's saved on my phone. Give me a second. Where's my other phone? It's a map, guys. I want to show you this map. Oh, it's right here. Let me show you this. Let me send it to my iPhone. And then I'm going to send it to you guys. Airdrop this. Hold on. Let me show you guys this. All right. Screen. Look at this right here, people. Look at this right here. Me right here so you guys can see better. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. Mm-hmm. Just take the time out and let that process just for a little bit. Just let that process just for a little bit. 2 Kings chapter 8 verse 21. Yeah. And I got another one too. Hold on. Yeah, this is how we coming outside, man. But the Bible one I really wanted to show you, man, I really can't find this one. This is crazy. And it wasn't this far back. Definitely gonna talk about this. Let me share it now. Definitely gonna talk about this. I might do that tomorrow. But let me pull up this image for you guys. Damn. Can't find it. It's either I screenshotted it here or I screenshotted it off my computer. But either or, here's another, biblical proof for you guys. You guys can, do your homework and you figure it out, man. All right. But I'm gonna gracefully bow out. I just wanted you guys to understand what I was saying. Let me move this. This is way too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna gracefully bow out so you guys can, do your homework. That's all I could tell you. Do your homework. Don't hold information given unto you by these people. Don't hold it to high regards. Everything is still on question marks until we get to the land and we speak to the people. When we speak to the people, we'll have a clear understanding. And the people that you must speak to, people, are the Bantus that has not been corrupted by any religious factor, whether it's Islam, Christianity, or Judaism. You cannot speak to these people because these people has been compromised. They're already altered. They're already stuck in their ways. You can't put new wines in old bottles, so you leave them alone. But everybody else, the people, talk to them, uncover the truth. It's your brother man from the motherland. Came to you guys live. Once again, continue supporting. Tune into the previous episode. You know what I'm saying? Why the black man has no power in America. Very informative. Watch it. Tune in. Share it. If it's your first time, I hope it's not your last time. And if it's your fifth, your third, your fourth, the fifth or sixth time, that means I'm still on your mind. And it's time for us to get on that grind. And that grind is what? Getting into that kingdom. And if you don't know who I am him, Mr. Keep my foot on you heathens, you he-grows, and the newly installed heathenites snakes. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Listen to the Creator say one time for the one time. I'm going to holler at y'all. One.